Some things never get old, depending on your interest, of course. Me, you might be surprised to hear this, but I never get tired of watching movies with plenty of pointlessly naked people. And I have seen so many of those movies. If you factor in the number of movies I've seen and the number of people on the planet, then statistically speaking, I've seen you naked. Welcome to Exploitation Reviews, and me, Rob, and today I'm taking a look at Hot Moves from 1984. This is a lesser-known teen sex comedy from the 1980s. If you take a look at IMDb, for example, fewer than 1,000 people have rated it, which is not a lot compared to similar movies from this time. And yet, this movie will feel familiar, especially if you're a fan of American Pie. It is so similar to that film that I would not be at all surprised if the writers of American Pie were inspired by this. And were inspired by is just a nice neutral way of saying they totally ripped this movie off. And I'm totally fine with that, by the way. I don't think that ideas are the kinds of things that can be ripped off. Any writer will tell you that ideas are worthless, execution is what matters. Let's see how the original was executed. After some aerial credits, we open on some voices in a classroom telling their teacher what they plan to do this summer. And then school's out for the summer. But instead of introducing our characters, the movie presents us with a montage of summer activities on Venice Beach. Roller skating, breakdancing, cruising. This goes on for about 3 minutes, and then we meet our main characters. The second one from the left there you might recognize, that's Michael Zorek, who was in another boner comedy the year before this came out, Private School, which I talked about a little while back. Anyway, one of their friends tells them that he and his girlfriend are heading to the nude beach. That will be relevant later. In the writing world, this is known as Chekhov's gun. If your story mentions a gun in Act 1, it better get used by Act 3, and in this movie, that nude beach gun is fully loaded and ready to shoot. One of our boys, Michael, goes over and talks to his girlfriend of the past 6 months. They're having relationship issues typical of this kind of movie. He wants to take their relationship to the next level, the horizontal level, and she finds it offensive that that's all he's interested in. And it's not all that we're interested in, ladies. It's like whipped cream. It's not the best part of dessert, but without it, I don't want to eat your pie. And then it's 3 weeks into the summer, and our boys are not having any luck getting lucky, even though some of their friends are. And listen to the lyrics of this song. I've traveled all this world and I've seen all kinds of girls, but those beauties in foreign lands can't compare with American girls? Come on now, that is such a blatant ripoff of the Beach Boys. Well, maybe ripoff is a bit too strong. It's probably best to think of the songs on this soundtrack as satirical versions of songs they couldn't afford to license. That's the fair use trick. Anyway, our boys make a pact.
I do not want to go into my senior year of high school as a virgin.
All right, let's make it official.
Official?
Yeah, well, let's make a pact that the four of us get laid before school starts in September.
How are we going to do that?
With a little teamwork. You know, musketeer spirit. You see, I figure it'll be a lot easier if we start helping each other out.
And hold the phone, this conversation sounds really familiar.
You know we're all gonna go to college as virgins. You realize this, right?
All right, I got an idea. It's really simple. We just got to make an agreement. Or, no, it's more than an agreement.
What, a bet?
A pact. Here's the deal. We all get laid before we graduate.
Dude, it's not like I haven't been trying to get laid.
Think about when you work out, Oz. You got to have someone there, right? Someone to spot you, someone to keep you motivated.
Talk about a ripoff. So our big guy, Barry, he has the first date. She has a thing for teddy bears, and he's a good fit. Teddy bears, Barry, get it? They get undressed, and things get pretty hot. So the candles ruined that plan, but I can't really blame him. It was the 1980s. His date probably needed some wax. After another filler song, our boys take a telescope to the hills above the nude beach. What follows is about 4 minutes of telescopic action, some of it bouncy and in slow motion, none of which you can see here on YouTube.
Now, just work here.
But of course, we don't have to stay here. You can now support the channel on Patreon and get access to spicy versions of my reviews. Link is in the description. Next up, one of the boys decides the best solution to his particular problem is to just pay for it.
How much?
Oh, 85 cents.
85 cents?
Price is right.
Okay, well actually that was a misunderstanding, but when he finds the real thing, things don't go much better. And then we hop over to the paper boy, and he has better luck right up until...
It's a man.
Well, the boys do eventually organize dates with nice girls, and one of those girls is the lovely Monique Gabrielle. She was last on the channel a few years ago in Deathstalker 2. So, will these proper dates do better for the boys? Well, that's enough out of me as far as plot goes. Let's talk some highlights. Well, we all know what kind of movie this is, a teen sex comedy, and it succeeds or fails based on how well it delivers on those two elements. Sexy, comedy. On the sexy front, this film does pretty well. The telescope on the nude beach scene is inspired. It's a whole beach full of eye candy. They run along the shore, bathe in the sun. What could be more fun?
Now this is my kind of movie.
And beyond that scene, there's the party scene and the candlelit scene and plenty of other little bits and bobs to please your bits and bobs. It's not as skinful as the cheerleaders, nothing is, but it is above average compared to others in the genre. On the comedy front, the film is less successful, but does still manage a few good jokes.
Okay, what's the street?
You can't miss it. It's on the corner of Lincoln and Rose. It's the only house with your car parked in front of it, okay?
So overall, the film delivers where it should and probably won't disappoint you, but it's not perfect. Like a beachgoer staining his trunks, this film has some shortcomings. Well, for being a movie set in a beach community, there are way too many poorly lit scenes set at night. Call me crazy, but especially with a movie like this, I like to see everything. Filmmakers, come on, even till the break of dawn.
We like it with the lights on.
Yeah, something like that. Another thing that can elevate these boner comedies is the likability of the characters. And here the movie doesn't do great. Barry is lovable enough, but the other guys don't have much in the way of charm or comedy chops. Michael comes across as pushy and unlikable. The little one, whatever his name is, reeks of desperation. And the Wish.com version of the greatest American hero has very little charisma. He's no William Catt. Finally, these musical interludes are very obviously filler. I mean, it's kind of cool to see some breakdancing and whatnot, but there are 2 or maybe even 3 full songs set to beach activities, and that is at least one too many. At least. So, should you watch this one? Well, if you're a fan of the genre, then yeah, sure. Or if you're a fan of American Pie and would like to see where it probably got its inspiration, then yeah, sure. But if you're getting tired of the genre, then this one probably won't wake you up. Except for that nude beach scene, that will definitely make your telescope telescopic.